With a home entertainment setup, it's not unusual to have at least 5 different set-top boxes next to your TV, each with its own remote control. That's a lot of clutter to have in your front room. A universal remote, like this one, means that you can turn all of these into just one of these. Using your universal remote is easy. Just cycle through the main menu until you get to a piece of equipment that you want to adjust. All of the controls will work for that device. But first, of course, you'll need to set it up. There are 3 ways to configure a universal remote. The first and easiest is to use a key code which identifies the make and model of your equipment. Inside the manual of your remote, you'll find a table of the manufacturers and device types with 4-digit codes for each. We'll start with your TV, so find the manufacturer and make a note of the first number in the table. Turn the TV on and press TV on the universal remote. Now press and hold the setup button of the universal remote. This will usually make a light flash to show that it's in learning mode. Now enter the key code that you made a note earlier. Once you've done that, just point your remote at the TV and press and hold the power button. When the screen switches off, release the power button. That's it. All the functions for the TV should now work. If they don't, try repeating the same procedure using a different code for the same part of the reference table. You can program each piece of the equipment in your lounge into the universal remote following the same simple steps. Just remember to assign each one of the correct functions before you press the setup key. If you can't find a key code that works for the device, you can set up your remote to search for the right one. This takes a little longer, but it is very straightforward. Turn the device on and pick up your remote. There's a code in your manual which will force the remote into search mode. Press and hold the setup button, then enter this code. Now just hold down the power button on the remote and press the channel up button until the device, in this case your TV, turns off. Once that happens, your remote should be programmed for all the main functions. Test them all to make sure it works. If you still can't use the universal remote, however, you'll need to configure it manually. Place the remote control that you want to replace so that it's facing the universal remote, like this. Press the setup button, or on this remote it says Magic, and then enter the code for manual programming. You'll find this in the instruction booklet. Now choose the function you want to program, for example, TV volume up. Then press and hold the corresponding key on the original controller. One of the lights will blink to let you know that it's been saved correctly. Repeat this for every button you want to program. Once you've recorded all the functions you want, press the setup button again to finish the session. If you're still having problems, check the batteries in the universal remote, and there's nothing blocking the remote and the device you're trying to control. There are lots of universal remotes to choose from. Some have LCD screens, others have advanced configurations for multiple devices. Just remember, whichever you pick, try not to lose it down the back of the sofa.